Hello, my lovies, B from BeaInControl, and today I would like to talk about 6 side effects of antidepressants and anti-anxiety. I thought this is a fantastic subject to talk about. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physician, so in any way, shape, or form, I'm not telling you don't take medication. I just want to tell you my view, my point of view, how I think about it, and just read some facts before you actually go and take some medication. I'm not a fan of medication. Obviously there is situations where maybe antidepressants would be, or maybe anti-anxiety would be something that for a short period of time could be considered. If someone tells me I'm taking antidepressants for 20 years, do you feel anything? Do you feel, I'm not judging you. It's, you are this path, but because you're taking that medication for so long, and that medication is meant to numb you, okay? I also don't believe in all this bullshit with serotonin levels and all this, and everyone's talking about this and everyone's talking about that. Read loads of books out there, loads of fantastic books, fantastic resources that actually explain to you why we feel the way we feel. And if you haven't been born with depression and anxiety, if you haven't been born with PTSD, you can overcome it. Everything is acquired. A baby is not born with PTSD. A baby is not born with OCD, PTSD, and all the mental health conditions. All this stuff is acquired. And if it's acquired, it can be undone if you wish, okay? Now, there are certain situations where, I don't know, maybe you're coming from the war, maybe you've seen something traumatic, maybe you had an accident, maybe someone died next to you, maybe someone committed suicide, maybe someone in your family did something horrific, maybe you were raped, maybe there is so many different situations where for the short term, it would be good for you to just maybe don't deal with the situation right now. Just calm down, digest it. But I tell you what, your body and your mind will do the job for yourself. Your body will try to protect you. Your mind will try to protect you before you even go to the doctor and before you even ask for any antidepressants, any anti-anxiety and so on. Those tablets, those pills will just numb you, will make you feel nothing. You will not be happy, not be sad. You will feel absolutely nothing. Is that how you want to do it? If that's what you want to do, that's okay. I'm not judging you here. Sometimes people are not ready to face certain things. Sometimes people are not ready to overcome it. Sometimes people might feel comfortable, if you're happy living with the depression for 20 years and it's too hard for you to overcome it. My dad is one of these people. And, I'm... Loads of love and blessings, it's not my place. You do whatever you got to do. But I have my point of view and I'm not afraid to share it, We have to acknowledge the fact, okay, something happened in my life, something really traumatic happened in your life. When they say that time heals, it does. It actually does. And when you're ready, everything will come back anyway. So you numbing, and getting drunk, getting drugs, going out, getting everything out of your system. That's okay for that period of time, but then it will come back to you. It will come back to you when you least expect it. When people sit down and have a cup of tea. Yes, I live in England. You're watching a movie, maybe a comedy, maybe something funny, and then something comes back to you. Then you have a flashback. Then you have a panic attack. And it's like, whoa, where is this happen? Why is this happen? And I read... there was someone on in a Facebook group that I belong to, and someone was saying it's like, anxiety is saying, how dare you, feeling relaxing and feeling okay. It's not about that. It was quite interesting that someone said it and put it in this way. Your mind and your body is not here to harm you. It's not here to destroy your life. It's not here to even if sometimes it feels that way. But when you understand it, and when you take yourself out of the situation and actually look at it and understand the reasons why you have panic attack, why you have anxiety, why you have flashbacks, it's actually your body's way, your mind's way to try to heal itself. Okay. And I said that many times. If you think about it, your body, when something happens, when you cut yourself, when you I don't know, when you fall or something, you will have a scar, you will have, a sign on your body. And the same happened to your mind. When something traumatic, some experience that on emotional level touches you, that creates a scar in your mind. So the body, the mind knows how to heal itself, and that's exactly what it does, giving you a panic attack, giving you a flashback, giving you all this information. You are away from this situation, and we cannot live and just move on without dealing with that situation. It will not happen. It will not happen. It will have to come back to you. And until you face it, until you actually confront it, I bet that you are a lot stronger, you are a lot wiser, you have different insights and different view of the world that you had before. Very often when I work with people, they would say, I thought it would be scarier than that. I thought it would be so much more traumatic. It's not. The problem is that people think I will relive this situation, I will live it again. I will do it again. No, you're not. It's like you watching a movie of your life and you sitting here, you are safe, you are okay, nothing's happening to you. You are seeing it from a perspective as a person that you are today. 6 side effects of antidepressants and anti-anxiety. So number 1 is cognitive impairment. So problems with memory, problems with remembering things, what's happening, why is it happening? And the more you take the pills, the more that prevalent that becomes. And also that connects with you not being able to think clearly. You feeling sick and like you have upset stomach, very, very common side effect. Dry mouth is another side effect that is very often listed. And how many people actually report weight changes, and very often it's about gaining weight because of the hormones, because everything that is included in those medications. Blurred vision, double vision, and not seeing clearly. That could be quite frightening actually. Headaches, migraines, that's a big one, and it happens very often. Reduced libido. Am I saying that right? You know what I mean. Reduced sexual desire. That comes very often as a side effects with many medication, not just antidepressants and anti-anxiety. And that's a shame because next one is tolerance and dependence. So if you think about it, when you take in a medication, sometimes your body will develop a tolerance for it, meaning that you need more and more of the same medication, of more bigger doses for you to feel the same. And then dependence, obviously you become addicted, dependable on that medication. You're thinking, oh my God, I'm feeling anxious. I have to have that medication. I have to have that medication. Withdrawal symptoms. How often do we hear about that it's not a good idea to actually stop anti-anxiety, antidepressants straight away, and you really have to come out of it very, very slowly. I think I watched a documentary when a guy was like literally cutting the smallest bit every single month, and it was such a long journey for this person to come off from antidepressants. It was horrible. With withdrawing symptoms of stopping the medication, you could also feeling very irritated, very frustrated, out of nowhere. You don't even know why. And insomnia comes as a withdrawal from the medication. That's a big one. Here is the paradox. This one is increased agitation and anxiety. So paradox, because you're taking an antidepressant, anti-anxiety medication, but it could actually make you feel anxious and agitated. And next one is allergic reactions. Very often people will have allergic reactions, which could be emotional, which could be physical reaction on your body. It could be a rash. It could be maybe itching. Some facts before you actually go and take some medication. There are certain situations where, I don't know, maybe you're coming from the war, maybe you've seen something traumatic, maybe you had an accident, maybe someone died next to you, maybe someone committed suicide, maybe someone in your family did something horrific, maybe you were raped, maybe there is so many different situations where for the short term it would be good for you to just maybe don't deal with the situation right now. I remember reading about a side effect, again that's a paradox, Prozac being prescribed in America for as an antidepressant for absolutely anything and any doses. Now, did you know that side effect of Prozac, which is antidepressants, actually side effects of that is suicidal ideation? Now, where did we go wrong? I don't know. But, for a doctor to prescribe antidepressant that actually might make you want to kill yourself, it's just beyond me. And on that note, I'm just going to leave this video and I hope you find it informative.